The Pistachio Thick! Chapter 1! Billy Joe sat on a couch, watching television. His boyfriend and bandmate, Trey Cool, sat next to him, trying to pay attention to what was happening on the screen. But unfortunately for Billy, Trey was failing. He kept touching Billy's hair and poking his face. Jesus, Trey, I'm trying to watch something, Billy said, his annoyance coming through his voice.
Fine,
was all Trey said. He got up and went to the kitchen, and he was making a huge show out of it too. He was pushing things, bags of chips and fruits off the counter, just to annoy Billy. Then he dramatically swung the cabinet door, making more bags fall. Trey! What are you doing? You're making a giant mess, Billy said, abandoning his spot on the couch. Trey was causing more bags to fall out of the cabinet.
Sit back down, Billy. I'm just getting some pistachios.
He got the back of pistachios, then began to pick up the fallen bags off the floor. Billy settled back onto his spot on the couch, not hearing Trey slip out of the kitchen. Trey crept out of the kitchen. He was really bored and in the mood for annoying his boyfriend. Trey slid on his heelys and grabbed the pistachios. He got the spoon out of his pocket. He'd secretly stolen from the kitchen and slowly, quietly heeled his way into position. What seemed like out of nowhere, Trey sprang from the shadows, heelys on. Billy didn't know it was possible to heely so fast. Well, it must have been because Trey was doing it. He heeled into the living room, all while flinging pistachios at Billy.
Who's gonna crack first? The consumer or the consumed?
Trey screeched. Billy could not escape the wave of pistachios, raining from what seemed like all directions. They were hitting him all over his body. Eventually, Trey heeled over to Billy and pushed him to the ground, pinning him. Trey then proceeded to pour the rest of the bag on Billy's face.
Suffer as the nuts have, yet the pistachio know them.
Trey screamed. Trey! What the hell? Billy yelled, pushing Trey off of him. Billy could feel the pistachio dust in his hair and knew it wouldn't come out for at least a couple of days. I was trying to relax with watching television, and you poured salted nuts on me. Thanks! Billy was trying to stay mad, but the sight of Trey giggling on a pile of pistachios and heelys on the floor was making it hard to even be a little annoyed. You know what, Trey? If you leave me alone for the rest of the next 2 shows, you can be top tonight, Billy said, making Trey immediately stop laughing. Billy never let Trey be dominant, so the fact that he even offered made Trey agree to go to their room. Oh, what a glorious evening Trey was planning for himself. Billy had no idea what he just agreed to. Trey just thought a smile creeping across his face. Continue reading the next part. Chapter 2. Billy went to bed confused. He gave Trey the chance to be the one in charge for once, but Trey never spoke about it again. He didn't even look at Billy as they settled to sleep. Billy was a little disappointed, but he just assumed he'd have Trey tomorrow. He just hoped he hadn't hurt Trey's feeling when he ignored him all day. 3 a.m. Billy woke up even more confused. He couldn't move his arms or legs, and once again was covered in pistachios. He turned his head to find Trey sitting in a chair, staring at him, naked, eating pistachios. It was then that Billy realized he was naked as well. I guess Trey didn't forget about our little deal after all, Billy thought, but he was still confused about why he was covered in pistachios. Good morning! Trey said, sounding as happy as could be. I bet you're wondering about the nuts, huh? Well, I happen to really like pistachios, and I have planned the perfect night for us. Well, Trey said, slipping out of the room for a second. He returned with the strangest condom Billy had ever seen. It literally had pistachios all over it. All over! Trey slipped it on. He walked over to Billy, restrained on the bed. I had this custom made just for tonight, Trey said. Billy thought to himself, this is going to hurt. He felt the nut crumbs penetrate his anus and scrape along his anal skin. He cried out in pleasure and pain. He didn't know what made him feel good or bad. Soon they both cried in pleasure and Billy shot onto his stomach. Trey pulled out and removed the condom. Now he having a few pistachios left. The rest must have fallen off in Billy's ass. Trey came on to Billy's bed, stomach as well, mixing the juices. Billy squeezed his ass muscles and shot out the pistachios one by one, creating a small pile, like a mini deer pile, of pistachios. Billy sighed. He was relieved to get all the nuts out. Trey scooped the nuts up with a small cup he took from the bedside table. They both sat on the bed, crisscrossed. Trey looked into Billy's eyes and said, will you do me the simple task for me, baby? Billy questioned, what? Let me feed you these pistachios, please! Anything for you, Trey! Open wide! Billy opened his mouth and Trey dropped each pistachio in one by one. They tasted gross, but Billy did it for Trey, and I always do it for Trey. From then on, Billy brought pistachios to every concert and ate them as a good luck charm. What the fuck?